You know, that's kind of spidery looking from the top, isn't it? So it's a glittered bat cage, I think, that came from Tuesday morning, maybe. Hey y'all, APG Jamie here, and today we're going to continue with our Halloweenisms, y'all. And that's hashtag Halloweenisms. And so I'd already had this outside and was brushing it with a stiff brush to get all that loose, glittery stuff off of it, because y'all know what glitter's like. So it's okay, black. I wanted it rusty. I got out some rusty paint, and I'm starting just little bits at a time from the inside with a little brush and going along and making it rusty. And y'all, I love how this came out. Now, it's not a bird cage. It's a bat cage. There's no bat in it, okay? But there's bat on top. That's why it's called a bat cage. So now we're painting on the outside, and I've already switched from that brand name rust paint because it has granular stuff in it, and plus it's knocking off some more of that glitter. Oh Lord, y'all. So then I just started mixing brown and orange and stuff like that to get mostly the same or various colors of rust. I typically would have painted it black first, but because it was already black, I didn't need to. Okay, because you know rust is varying degrees from blacks and greens, maybe greens, and oranges and browns, and parts of it are shiny and parts of it are not shiny, and so we're just making a rusty bat cage, and I love it, y'all. So I got this partial doll. She came that way. I didn't cut her up. She came that way. Well, she came with clothes on, okay? But you know, like any little kid, I took clothes off straight away. I don't even remember what kind of clothes she had on. Anyway, I thought she'd make a perfect witch, even though she's got a really big smile. That's okay. Witches can smile too, y'all. Okay? So we're painting her, and I've got a liner brush, and I'm putting a gray color in the little cracks, the crevices, wrinkles that they have on the form itself. And plus I'm just kind of adding some in because it's just going to be like shading kind of stuff. And it'll be all right, y'all, because, you know, it'll be all right. I said so. And we just do that for a long time. Okay? Just a long time. Just so you know, there's information and there's ingredients in the description box below the video. Click on that famous phrase, show more to see more information. It's important stuff, y'all. So now we're painting her green. This is citron green. It's one of my favorite greens, but it hardly ever really goes very well with any other color besides gray, in my personal opinion, but I still insist on using it with other colors combinations. So we're going to paint her that green out. I put a little white in it because I was trying to make it a little more opaque and lighter shade. And so I paint her all up, and she ends up getting 2 coats of the green, okay, because she was kind of streaky, which could have been okay because she's a witch, y'all. She's a witch. Not all witches are green, okay? Just this one is. And I'm painting her whole arm because I didn't have a dress for her. I was going to have to make something sort of for her. So we're just doing her green. Not even her whole partial body thing. So now our cage is nice and dry. And like I said a while ago, if you were paying attention, parts of rusty metal is shiny and parts are not shiny. So I'm using some gloss varnish. Besides, it's going to seal in the rest of that glitter clumpy stuff, y'all. And I'm also going to put on some matte varnish. It is a varnish and it is matte, okay? And then I get to where I'm just sporadically putting here and there and that and stuff. And I did the inside. I might not have showed you that part, but I kind of did the inside. And as far as I can tell in handling this now rusty bat cage, the stuff is not crumbling off, and I'm not getting glitter places you don't want glitter to God, okay? So we do that all over, and when you weren't looking, I had painted the base rust-ish. Not the whole thing, because it's going to have some old moss on it that I've had like forever, and it's very crumbly. It's like the glitter. Oh my gosh. Maybe I should have got a new bag of moss. It's all right. It's done, so it don't matter. And those are how the cage stays onto the base. Now I wanted moles on my witch's face. Okay, so I'm using some flat back pearls. If you don't know, these also make excellent rivets. You just paint them the rust color or whatever color you got your metal and stick them on there, and they make excellent rivets. But this time we're going to use them as bowls. And I wish I'd have painted them a dark brown, maybe a darker green even, instead of the black, because they stick out like a sore thumb, y'all. It's a poor witch. And you know mole's got to have a hair sticking out of it. It's just because it's the law. It's the moley law, y'all. Got to have hair on it. So I'm using black thread. I'm going to put some hair on it. It's creepy, y'all. Doing this was kind of creepy. I'm like, oh, that's creepy. It's just, Anywho, continuing on forever putting hair on the mole. It took a while to get that thread to stick, because thread is really thin. It doesn't want to stand on end, even in glue. So we do that, and I'm going to give you a close-up. Here it comes. You ready for hair mole, y'all? Oh, Polly, don't look at me. So now we're coming back, and we're going to add gray back into her wrinkle spots. And this, I've thinned it down with water, so it's practically a wash, y'all. And wash, y'all. It's like when you wash with an R. Wash. It's a wash. Anyway, ingredients in the description box. Other important information in the description box. Hashtag Halloweenisms. So now we're doing her hair, because I thought her hair was just too stark white. Okay. Now that's how the doll came with the hair like that. I put a new rubber band in it, because the other rubber band was like nasty, gross, melted kind of thing. So anywho, we're putting a gray, and again it's a wash, and this is the green. I thought, well, let's put some green in there and see how that looks. And I thought, no, I'm not feeling that green hair quite so much. So we go back with what I was doing with the gray, and then we get some black out. And again, we're making it into washes, because we're not painting the hair, we're just basically washing washing her hair. And because if you paint it, then it looks like it's painted, but because it's a wash, it is actually just kind of surface colorizing it, and it actually looks pretty good. So I thought, oh crud, her eyebrows need some gray and whatever colors in them too, so I did her eyebrows. And I think I even put a little gray on her cheeks, because everybody needs some blush. And we used orange on her lips. I'm not sure if that part got filmed or not. Anyway, filming issues happens. And that's what is that, diamond glaze. I'm going to stick the moles on with diamond glaze, and 1 or 2 moles would have been fine, but I just had it in my head she needed 3, so she got all 3 of them. Okay, and I go to stick it on and it falls in her eyeball. I didn't change her eyeballs at all. I did not even try to put eyeliner on, because y'all, there's just so much I can do with a liner brush. And eyeliners, not necessarily one of them on a teeny tiny face like this. So that's the hairy mole up on her forehead. Oh, look, you can't see the hair. There's the hair. Oh, I almost put shivers on my spine, y'all. So now we need to dress her. Now, I'm not going to sew a dress for her. I'm not going to try to find a dress for her, but I do have a cut-up piece of fabric from an old shirt, okay? It was back in my skinny days. It was cute. I looked so good in it, y'all. Anyway, we're pinning that on her, because I just thought I would pin it on, but her body actually was thicker, kind of like mine now, thicker than what I kind of had expectations for. Oh my gosh. So we got that all kind of pinned together, and I'm like, well, that's just too sexy of a dress, because that's just too sexy, y'all. We'll put it, we'll cover her other shoulder up, and it's a good thing I painted her whole arm her flesh green color, because you can see it mostly. And anyway, but we'll get her more covered up. No worries, okay? Don't be worried. She's not a sexy witch. She's a cooking witch. She's cooking bone broth, y'all. Halloweenisms, y'all. Any hoots. And I thought, well, let's just use fabriFix, because that just makes way more sense than trying to pin through her thick body. So we're going to use the fabriFix, which is like fabriTac. It's the same thing, it's just different names. I think somebody said one time it's because it's sold at different stores and they named them different. So anyway, so now I have this creepy, I don't know, fabric stuff, black. I got it from the Dollar Tree a long time ago. I probably bought 2 of them, and it takes a while to use it, because it's just that much fun. And we're just going to put this little cape on her, because, she needs it to cover up some of her green arms. So we're getting that all on there, and I'm like, oh, she needs a brooch, y'all. She needs a brooch. So I had to go fetch a brooch, and it just so happens I had one spider charm. I cut the ring off the top. I didn't show you that part. You just have to take my word for it. Now we're going to fabriFix her brooch on. That's going to hold her cape on. That's my heart, y'all. Can't have a video without a bless my heart. Okay, now we're picking everything out. I'd already started hot gluing the crumbly moss on the bat cage base. Say that 5 times 5. 5 times 5, 5 times fast. So, y'all, I have spatial sometimes issues where I think I have more room than I do, or sometimes I think I have less room. Spatial, either way, right? So I had this metal fencing I got on clearance somewhere, I don't know, and I thought, well, we'll just put some of this on there, because that's what I had initially planned. And I have a hard time letting go of what my initial beginning thoughts were. So we're sticking that on there, and it's okay, y'all. This is not something that's going to get picked up and tossed around, by the grandkids, because it'd be like, no, let me smack your hand, get your hands off that. So we're just gluing it on there, and it glued on there just okay, fine, because we got the moss kind of holding up. Now we're going to glue our witch on. She don't need no bottom half of her body, y'all. She doesn't. Okay, because it's just a little vignette kind of thing. Besides, she's in a cage and she's a witch, and she can be half materialized and half not. Okay, because that's how it works sometimes, y'all. So I'm covering up her backside because you can see that pink flesh just shining through. It's like, oh, Lord, no. And we're going to put more hot glues on there. And I have this cauldron that I got back at, actually, I think I got it a couple of years ago from the Dollar Tree during the Shamrock time. Oh, really? Shamrock time, APG? Do you not know Shamrock time? You know, March 17th, look at the Irish. And they were like little party favors, and you could put gold colored candy or whatever in them. They're little cauldrons, and I thought it made a perfect witch's cauldron. In fact, I think we used one last year in our pumpkin. Y'all remember the pumpkin? It'll be linked in the description box below to prior Halloweenisms. So this is a skeleton that came on a piece of board from the Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree, y'all. You gotta love it. So I'm pulling him apart and cutting him up, and I'm sticking him in the cauldron. Boil and toil and trouble. Boil, whatever that poem goes. So now I'm putting the top on, and it goes on a specific way, and you just got to turn it till you find it. And I got so lucky I got my bat facing mostly the right way, because I didn't even give that a thought, y'all. So then I'm going to fiddle, fart with her arms, the witch's arms, and the bones. Because y'all know y'all didn't see me glue none of that. I'll never not glue. So photo montage. You know, it's kind of hard to take pictures of 3D stuff sometimes for me. Backdrop issues, whatever. Look at that. Look at that rust, y'all. Sweet. Hairy bowl. Oh my God. Anyway, she's cute. She's cute with her little orange lipsticks, y'all. And I'll show you kind of 360 view because she's a 3D thing, and she's sitting over there underneath my TV now in the living room. Look at her hair sticking out. Bless my heart, y'all. I appreciate each and every one of you. Description box. Thanks for watching, and happy arting, y'all.